Hey folks, welcome to Polki Bowl. How are you guys? This is Saurabh Pol. We have once again Dhawal Rathod, Pagla Potta with us. Pagla Potta, belated happy birthday. How are you? How do you feel? And what is this? You just met Neha Dhupia today. What the hell? What's happening? What's going
Bro,
on?
it's still birthday month for me. I don't think I
Okay.
could have asked for a better birthday gift. I don't know.
Okay.
But been better. Uh, yeah, gonna completed another round around the sun. I don't know what the fuss is about, but it's nice, when people remember you, they call you up, wish you happy birthday and stuff like that. So it's nice.
Yeah.
So all in all, great birthday. And as I always say, this is my favorite podcast in the entire world. I'm so happy to be here back again. This is, I believe, episode number 5 now, but who's
Yeah,
keeping
episode
count?
number 5. Yes, yes, it is. It is between the two of us. Yes.
Great, great. But again, as I said, who's keeping count? Eh?
No, I am. I have to. So, because I number them that way. But
Hmm.
yeah, you are my favorite podcast host. Like, trust me. I mean, I think every time we say we should do this more often, but it's just like we meet more often than we do podcasts, which is funny. And whenever we do meet, it's like we talk even more. We just never run out of topics. It's a bit insane. But what the hell is this about meeting Neha Dhupia, dude? Like, was it your choice?
No, it was not my choice. But it's सही था मतलब. So I was in BKC meeting with a friend, and I was at Pizza Express. And the moment we took our seats, I told my friend that Neha Dhupia was at 7 o'clock from her, and it was her actually. And it's very different, when you meet celebs in public. You see celebs in public, okay,
Hmm.
because all that memory that you have right now of her is the her choice thing. But so it was very awkward. I was looking at her. It was very awkward. I didn't know like how you're supposed to react when you meet celebrities in public.
Yeah.
So yeah, there were kids that were jumping up and down on the couch, and she was very sweet. She came up to us and asked if the kids were troubling her, troubling us rather, and if we wanted to move seats. But I guess it was nice. I mean, to
Yeah.
be spoken to by a celeb, very different.
Yeah, actually, because I don't think any celeb has actually spoken to me now that I think of it.
Mm,
Although I have spoken to a few, tried making conversation.
mm.
But I would say the last celeb I actually came across was, you remember that scene from that movie Dhamal, where
Which one?
and that whole thing about wo button lal button dikh raha hai,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
and wo daba diya and he's like nahi dabana
What
tha.
a legendary
So
scene.
that
Yeah,
was
what a
Vijay
legendary.
Raj, right? But the guy who was in the plane with his father, his name was
Ashish Chaudhary.
Ashish Chaudhary. I
Chaudhary, yeah,
saw
yeah.
him. I saw him recently at BKC. I think we
Oh.
should we should go to BKC more often. Huh? I think I just if you do want to do celeb spotting, it's like Pokemon Go for celebs.
Hmm,
Just go and find which celebrity did you see. And वो एकदम chill था. He was
hmm,
damn like he was chilling with his friends and all.
hmm,
I don't
hmm,
think he's acted for the longest time.
hmm,
I don't think so. So he was there. Uske pehle, I again came across a celebrity, and
hmm.
it was Vidya Balan. Guess where?
Oh,
Again
well,
BKC.
what are
Again
you saying?
BKC. Yeah, BKC we work, and
Hmm,
I was just like मेरा काम हो गया था. मैं
hmm,
नीचे खड़ा हूँ for a friend to get down,
hmm,
and I'm just standing there, and suddenly I look up, and there's this really beautiful woman walking
okay.
towards me.
Hmm,
That's what I thought, but she was
hmm,
walking towards the exit. She was in
hmm,
a black sari and she was so beautiful. Don't mere मुंह से निकल गया, like wow. And she heard me. She looked up at me and she smiled. I was like, that's so
तूने बोला नहीं
embarrassing.
सॉरी भाभी जी. Bro,
No, dude, I
I
just
mean, she's married to Siddharth Roy Kapoor, who's Alan.
I know,
So
senior,
I
super
always used to
senior.
always say this, that yeah, she's Bhabhi ji for us.
Super senior. I
Uh,
was like, I just looked at her. I was
hmm,
like, but she was like normal. But उसके पीछे फिर उसका पूरा team आ गया फिर. I was like, क्या
uh,
मेरे को अबे पीटेंगे क्या मतलब? And then they were like, oh, security is doing this and that. And then even the WeWork security guy got involved. Then her like BMW SUV is taking a U-turn, and
hmm,
then उसका ऐसा, like proper. Hey, I'm Vidya Balan. I'm exiting. Bye, wala thingy. So it was crazy, dude. I was like, but she's very beautiful. She's वो बोलते हैं ना aura. She
hmm,
she has that aura, dude. She
hmm.
has that aura. So वो है. But yeah, so that was the BKC में बहुत मिलते हैं यार. And recently I told you right at अंधेरी का Foo restaurant I
Hmm.
came across
Oh yeah,
उसका
yeah,
क्या है,
yeah.
तरन आदर्श.
Taran Adarsh,
तरन
yeah, yeah.
आदर्श. So वो भाई उधर भी वो काम कर रहा था ना. I will not pry and tell everyone what he was doing, but he was in work mode, let me just put it that way. So yeah. Uh, any other celeb
So
interactions you
how
would
how are
want to
you
talk
how are
about?
you how are you around celebs in general? Okay, so since you asked me my celebs in track, I have met a lot of celebs in life. Okay, the first time I remember, so I was even before MB. Okay, when I was working for Tata, मैं घर गया था and I come back to Bombay. It was a very early morning flight, I think, and the moment I stepped in, I saw Saina Nehwal. Okay, and I don't think so. She had just won that tournament. I'm failing to recall
Yeah,
which one, but
yeah,
then she's
yeah,
become a
yeah.
superstar throughout the
Yes, yes.
country.
I think it was
And then
Commonwealth. I think
I,
Commonwealth, yeah, and or World Cup, World Cup. But she's never won one. I think she had gotten a bronze in the Olympics, if I'm not wrong.
something to that effect.
Hmm.
Sorry, Saina, I'm failing to recollect that. But but wo, so I recognized it, okay, instantly. And I have this thing. I have like a very nice photographic memory. Okay, the moment I see someone, I can recognize them outside the TV also. That happens with me. So the moment I saw her, I recognized her instantly, and probably nobody at the airport did. And I remember this very distinctly. She had come down to shoot an episode with Kapil Sharma
Hmm.
on comedy nights. So I recognized it instantly. And mind you, I had this old Sony Xperia, and I was saving on battery. It was of a call phone. The battery was drying out, and I was just saving on battery. It was down to 5%. The moment I saw her, I turned on my phone. I said, "I photo to खींचना है. जैसे भी घर पहुंचे मैं battery बंद हो जाए, phone बंद हो जाए, I don't care." Okay. And she was standing with the father there. He was a very sweet gentleman. I congratulated her and I asked, Mr. Newal, कि भाई आप एक मेरा photo खींच दो please. He was very kind enough. He clicked the picture. And the moment everybody recognized, okay, so that's what happens. Okay, people don't know who they're around or next to, but the moment they see someone they're clicking picture with, then they're like, oh, this is somebody. And now, of course, then by then people would have realized he was Sain Anehwal, and then everybody
Hmm.
mocked her. So I'm sorry for that again because he got mocked, but I couldn't help it. No, I mean she's a national hero. So yeah, that happened. This one time, I think right before COVID, when I was in Gurgaon, on my way to again Gurgaon from Nagpur airport. So my friend and I were supposed to fly together. So we booked our seats and supposed to fly together. And he was my flatmate, of course. So he had reached airport early, and I was just saying my goodbyes, okay, at the gate. When he called me, he was saying, "Where are you?" मैंने कहा, "मैं I'm at the gate. What happened?" He said, "Daler Mehndi is sitting right now, so you have to come fast." I said, "Daler Paji, I have to meet." I said, "Mama, Papa, you go home. I am going to meet Dalit Paji." Fatafat, I did security. And I swear to God, I almost cried. I almost cried.
Wow.
I'm not making this up for the effect of it or whatever. Just met him because this guy has practically made my childhood with all these songs. I still love his songs.
Yeah.
You probably know that I'm a huge Dalit Mehndi fan also. I met
Yeah.
him. He was very kind enough. He applied for a picture also. We clicked the picture. And I didn't take, so whenever I meet celebs, no, I don't take like signatures or autographs or whatever. I don't want to push them for photographs either. But I
Hmm.
go up to them and I definitely want to like thank them or congratulate them for their career or for services or whatever. I met Julian Goswami also at the Nagpur airport.
Okay.
Um, in general, I've met like a lot of celebs. I would say so. It's always very. Uh, I don't know. People are very different when they meet celebs.
Hmm.
It's typically like they're very awkward or they try and mob them. I think they're just regular people. You just have to go them, and if you're a fan, maybe say that great work or thank them or congratulate them on career, whatever. But that's how it should be. Keep it respectful. I try and keep it that way. But yeah, I think I've met a lot of people, so it's really nice. It's very different though when you meet people, you see them on the box, and then you see them outside in real life. It's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. And in my experience, to answer your question, how am I with celebrities, right?
Uh,
So, firstly, I have this thing that I feel bad for them. They can't
mm,
have a moment's peace, okay? And
yeah.
the
True.
moment these people try to be normal people, but they're like, अरे 5 मिनट का break दे देना, क्या तेरे को photo खींचना है, हाथ पकड़ना है and all.
Mm,
So, someone will react, the media will catch them. Okay, and they'll be like, oh, this celebrity XYZ celebrity acted so badly, and they have no respect for their fans and this and that. It becomes a news in its own, and then you just have to pay your PR person a bit too much. So I feel bad for them, honestly. It's, I mean, they love that. That's what, that's their motivation. but but it gets a lot after a point of time. It does, I know for a fact it does.
I
So
get
yeah,
where you're coming from, but I just want to say this: it's like an unsaid contract, or
yes,
you've
you're
just
in the
signed up for
public eye.
something that's unsaid, right? You're a public figure, okay? You chose this life for yourself. I'm
Yes,
not saying
yes,
that they
yeah.
have to oblige कि भाई मेरे को
Yeah.
hot signature देना है,
Yeah,
you
it's
have to
it's an
take
occupancy
over.
hazard. It's part and
हाँ,
parcel. It's part of the
exactly.
game. I mean, you
हाँ,
can't do luminous inverter का ad and expect कि ए चल मैं जब खड़ा है ना public area में तो ऐसा नहीं allowed है फिर. So that's not possible. That's just not possible. So in my case, I have this thing कि I just look at them and I smile. And
yeah.
if that's what I do, I look at them, I smile. If they smile back, I'm happy. That's it. And उसी लिए मैंने कभी selfie वगैरह नहीं लिया है. And my first, like, one of the first times I ever came close to some celebrity was, I think in like ninth standard or something, when the movie Dhoom, or even earlier, I think sixth or seventh standard, the movie Dhoom was being shot in Kharghar, Navi Mumbai, where I
Oh,
used to stay.
अच्छा.
So the
So you
roads were
saw the
so
whole
good.
thing live,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it being
yeah.
shot and all.
Yes,
हाँ,
the roads were so good back then कि literally you could land a plane or you could take one off. Like इतना बढ़िया था. And the movie Dhoom was shot in Kharghar, Navi Mumbai. And वहाँ पे you had like John Abraham, you had like of course Abhishek Bachchan, and this, and all the stunts were being done by the stuntmen. Okay, like there is no two ways about it. But when these people were standing, sometimes a shot is going on, and these people, they'll always have the spot boy with a chata because it's in the middle of the afternoon they are doing all the shooting, right? So kabhi kabar wo nahi hone ka, because you're on a bike, you're in the middle of the road. वो एक अभिषेक बच्चन लिटरली एक झाड़ के नीचे आके खड़ा हो गया, एंड वो झाड़ मेरे कॉलोनी के सामने था. And he just stood there, and my mom saw ऊपर से कि dude, that's Abhishek Bachchan, and she just did this, Abhishek, and he looked up on the fourth floor and he did
That's
this,
so
dude.
sweet.
I know, dude, and he's doing this back to my mom, and my mom is yelling at me, please go down, जा और उसका autograph ले ले.
Autograph लेके आ.
उस
हाँ,
उस वक्त सेल्फी वेल्फी था ही नहीं, मोबाइल फोन्स थे
हाँ,
ही नहीं, मतलब
हाँ,
उस हिसाब से फ्रंट कैम क्या होता था पता ही नहीं था, फॉर अनदर 2 3 4 years. And these people, my mom is yelling at me, please go down, can you please go down? I was like, no. You know why? I was playing virtual cop 2.
Oh, हमारी मम्मी. It was funny. I was talking about this game the other day. I think मैं cousins के साथ बैठा था. So you remember there's this guy, okay, और वो ऐसा शॉप से बाहर आता है, okay.
Hmm.
He has hands on his head like this, और वो बोलता है somebody save me, okay.
Somebody said.
Now we are kids,
Oh, I
okay.
remember now,
But
I can hear it in
7,
his voice.
8, 9 year olds, okay, and we're idiots, okay. We're
And
playing
we would
VCOP.
always shoot him.
इंग्लिश तो नहीं समझता था, ठीक है, और वो मेरा वहाँ पे एक छोटा बच्चा था, ठीक है, सेकंड स्टैंडर्ड में, वो क्या बोलता है, इसकी मम्मी किधर है, बिकॉज ही सेइंग हमारी मम्मी, एंड वी वर लाफिंग आवर एसेस ऑफ. मतलब इट जस्ट स्टक विद मी नाउ. वो कभी भी मेरे वीको कोई बोलता है ना, आई जस्ट पिक्चर दैट गाय सेइंग हमारी मम्मी, ऐसा.
What the fuck? I don't know.
It's
That
crazy.
that's
We were
very
bad.
random. Kids are fucking weird, dude. But but I was playing virtual cop. And I was like, I don't care. मैं नहीं जा रहा नीचे. मेरे को नहीं लेने का है किसी का autograph. मैं क्या करूँ? And my mom is yelling, and I didn't listen ultimately. But I do remember then John Abraham also, I saw him from very close quarters, because the next day we went where the shoot was happening, you know. And John का ऐसा लंबा बाल, like क्या hero, मतलब hero personality. John Abraham, genuine hero personality. I never got a chance. By that time, half of Navi Mumbai had found out कि shooting हो रहा है यहाँ पे, and you had people coming from Vashi, Chembur and all, like, far
Oh.
away. Like people were traveling 40 minutes to come and look at these people do stunts. लाइफ में पहली बार लोगों ने सुपर बाइक देखा था, काफी लोगों ने इतने पास से, and that included me. Otherwise you would always see them somewhere else. Like what was a Hayabusa, like that's what we saw for the first time, and I was astounded कि इतना बड़ा बाइक हो कैसे सकता है,
अच्छा.
you know.
हाँ, that I
And
think that's.
yeah,
I'm not really sure, but I think that's around when the entire concept of superbikes got not
yeah, in
introduced, but
India
it
it
was
got
it caught up.
yeah, या इट गॉट
It got caught,
पॉपुलराइज्ड
right?
बिकॉज
हाँ
ऑफ
हाँ
धूम। उसके
हाँ
पहले तो इट वाज लाइक हाँ बाइक हमको टीवी पे दिख रहा है, ये रेसिंग चल रहा है
हाँ
मोटो
हाँ
जीपी का,
हाँ
या
हाँ
फिर इट
हाँ
इज लाइक कि ओ लुक एट अजय देवगन एंड हिज कलेक्शन ऑफ 24 बाइक्स or something of that sort in the newspaper.
हम्म,
So
हम्म,
Ajay Devgan was, I think, even fined for import duty का penalty or something. I
okay.
remember back in those days. मैं बॉम्बे टाइम्स बहुत पढ़ने का. I was a weird kid, but anyway, the whole
हाँ
point is I had my agenda, which I
हाँ
won't discuss on cam. So anyway, anyway, so yeah, so I that's my thing with celebrities. I'm like, ठीक है यार, तू smile करना मेरे लिए, मैं खुश है, ठीक है.
हम्म,
Not that I
हम्म,
won't take a selfie if the opportunity arises, but
हम्म,
every time I come across one, I'm like, छोड़ ना. Like I came across like Kapil Dev
हम्म.
in a five star
Oh, yeah, I did too. हाँ
in a five star in Mumbai. Came across
हम्म,
Kapil Dev.
हम्म,
Funnily enough, I was working.
हम्म,
There was an event I was working, and वहाँ पे I saw Kapil Dev was having breakfast, and I'm just on with my laptop. I'm just working,
हम्म,
and I just look at Kapil Dev, and he looks at me. I look at him, and for a moment, I'm like, "Is this Kapil Dev?" And he thought,
हम्म.
"Is this a waiter? Because I need some help with and then he also, to his credit, he also did not say anything. He just kept looking at me, and I looked at him. I smiled, and he smiled back. I was like, yes, you know. But
What
if
a
it were
legend.
my father,
हम्म,
if he it were my father instead of me,
हम्म,
पक्का
हम्म.
जाके हाथ पाँव पकड़ लेते, बोलते कि सर आपने तो,
I guess same for
like
my dad also. I remember
yeah,
when I was a kid, Kapil Dev was touring all of India, and they were
hmm,
promoting something called a gully cricket.
okay,
Setbacks पे कुछ आ रहा था gully cricket का. So he was going different cities और वहाँ पे जाके they would play like a couple of overs का ऐसा छोटा match in gully cricket and to promote the show. कुछ तो show था, I don't remember now. तो I got to know कि वो नागपुर में भी आ रहा है, and I like literally forced my dad to take me there. And we went there. Kapil Dev showed for like 2 minutes and he went. Okay. But I saw him very close. My dad still doesn't believe कि मैं इतना पास से देखा. But literally कपिल देव ऑलमोस्ट गॉट मॉब. ठीक है, तो वहां पे लोग एक दूसरे पे गिर रहे हैं, मैं भी था छोटा सा, मैं दब गया उसमें कीचड़ में, मेरा पैंट भर गया है. But it was worth it. I'm not complaining, it was worth it still. I got
that
to see Kapil Dev from close quarters. Again,
hmm,
another national hero. Okay, what a legend.
yeah,
तो
yeah,
भाई इससे ज्यादा क्या चाहिए लाइफ में फॉर अ किड who loves cricket like anything.
I know,
तो ये तो सही
I
था.
know. Yeah, yeah. I want to meet Shah Rukh Khan, dude, one day. Yeah, Shah Rukh Khan से एक बार तो मिलना है, मतलब देखना है, मतलब ऐसा. I just want to do that, and maybe even when he's there, maybe I'll also do wow again, but this time for a man.
I
Uh,
want to meet Sachin though. Like one
Bro,
celebrity I would
Sachin तो
absolutely
मतलब
Sachin absolutely want to meet.
yeah,
मतलब मेरे को नहीं
Sachin
पता
tough
मैं
है रे.
कैसा रिएक्ट करूंगा. Hmm.
Yeah,
There's
a
one
friend.
person I don't know how to react.
Yeah, that's true. A friend of our common friend, by the way, I'll name later.
हाँ.
This dude recently was at an international hotel, okay,
Hmm.
and there he met Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh.
Yeah, he met Cristiano Ronaldo there. And he ran after him across the lobby when he saw
Hmm.
Cristiano, and he's begging him and his team,
Hmm.
please, one selfie, one selfie. And the team is like, no, 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 हो गया, इसका हो गया.
Hmm. Hmm.
And then, but luckily for this guy who's our age,
Hmm.
उसके बाजू में एक छोटी बच्ची थी who was also running. कि
Oh.
Ronaldo photo, Ronaldo photo. Sorry, it's not Ronaldo, it's Rolando.
हाँ.
That's the so. And then Ronaldo looked away, looked back, and he's like, ठीक है यार, बच्ची का फोटो ले लेता हूँ, बच्ची के साथ, and he's clicking a picture, and this guy is standing there like, हाँ मेरा भी है, like 32-year-old man standing like, so happily, हाँ Ronaldo, please. He's like, okay, ठीक है.
Bro.
And he took a selfie with him, and this dude's
हाँ.
hands were shaking. This dude's
हाँ
hands were
हाँ.
shaking. कि
Not
मतलब
surprised,
वो
and don't blame him also. But that's what I was going to say. कि while we are talking about how chill we are around celebs, I think there are a couple of celebs that I just go absolutely mad about. मैं सचिन को
अगर
देखे ना,
क्रिस्टियानो आ गया, मैं पैर पकड़ लेगा.
मैं लेट
हाँ, हाँ, लेट जाएगा, लेट जाएगा. सचिन आया,
मैं
क्रिस्टियानो आया, मैं पैर पकड़ेगा. मेसी आया, मैं पैर पकड़ेगा डूड. मेसी आया, मैं पैर पकड़ेगा. जेन्युइनली आई विल.
सचिन आएगा, दादा आएगा, मैं लिटरली ऐसा लेट जाऊंगा, मैं लंबा हो जाऊंगा.
The security will be like, we have a threat on fourth floor of the Grand Hyatt.
But then I do this one thing also. Okay, so as I said, I have like a photographic memory and a lot of watch garbage on TV and internet in general. So I used to watch a lot of Splitsvilla also.
Of
Yeah,
course.
and for research purposes. Okay, I'll tell you
Of course,
why.
of course. Yeah, 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 of course.
So basically, तो उसमें ना there was someone who had won. I will not name which season because it's very easily like a giveaway. But someone who had won like one of the mid seasons, like between 5 and 8. Let's just say. Okay. So
ठीक है.
I saw her at the airport, and I don't know. I just felt like maybe you should do something nice. I just walked up to her and said, "Hey, congratulations on winning the season. Big fan." I don't know why I said big fan because there's nothing
She
uh,
was not a
to
big
be
fan.
fan about. ऐसा कुछ नहीं किया था उसने. But I thought I made her day of sorts.
She was so happy.
I don't know. Maybe no. I think उसको भी थोड़ा अजीब लगा because of all the people at the airport, and she was sitting with other people also, right? But of course, they were oldies and nobody recognized them. Nobody watches Blitzvilla.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
did. So probably she must have felt nice. I also met Karishma Sharma. She was also standing in the queue
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
that I was. And again, I said, big fan. So
No, dude,
I was like,
I'll tell.
hmm,
I had a college friend who
hmm.
actually participated in one season of Splitsvilla.
Oh,
Yeah, she
okay.
was there for 3 4 episodes, and
Mhm,
once I was just very angry. I was just scrolling, मतलब whatever, surfing
mhm,
back then. TV पे surf करते थे हम. And I was just looking at the channel and I saw Splitsvilla. I was like, this is so stupid. And I went on Facebook. Back then, we used to go on Facebook also.
mhm,
And
mhm,
this is 10 years ago, right?
mhm,
Easily more than that, less than that, 10 years ago.
mhm,
I just put Splitsvilla is the litmus test for the dumbest people in the country, and I just put it out there. And
mhm.
then in a day or two, suddenly it hit me. This girl is in my friend list. I've been to her
Oh,
house. I've been to
oh,
her house. उसके घर पे पार्टी की है मैंने, and I have forgotten that
oh.
she was actually part of it. I was like, oh shit, no, 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 I need to delete it, and it was crazy good. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what it about Roadies and Splitsvilla. I think they're great shows. They're great concepts, and I'm not just saying for the sake of it. I'll tell you why my reasoning for that. If you've observed, Roadies में जाते हैं वो Splitsvilla में भी होता ही है eventually, and both these shows are like essentially springboards for everybody who features on the show to like a good career. कोई टीवी में जाएगा, कोई movies में जाएगा, वो someone and get into modeling stuff like that. या फिर दे बिकम इन्फ्लुएंसर्स ऑफ देयर ओन एंड नाउ तो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स का भी सही इंडस्ट्री चल रहा है राइट so they'll get a brand sponsorship or something so that works out in their favor so I was so basically why I got into this was and initially even I was not very involved in all of these shows but there was this one particular college in India that I was super interested in getting into that is known for marketing and what I got to know was those people actually conceptualize the show, are involved in some form or shape in the show. So I was curious, कि ऐसा क्या है? Like, what is these guys? What are these guys actually doing coming out of that college, so reputed, creating stuff like that? How is it that they're making the country go crazy? तो मैं थोड़ा सा रिसर्च करने लगा तो सीजन वन इज वाज वेरी डिफरेंट देयर वर टू बॉयज देयर वर आई थिंक 10 गर्ल्स फाइटिंग टू गेट अटेंशन ऑफ द टू बॉयज इवेंचुअली कपल बनता है फाइनल में with the two boys and then they fight it out and then eventually towards second season and onwards they started changing the format of the show where equal number of boys and girls were there they had to pair up and then fight इतना तो तूने देखा होगा right everybody knows that now eventually धीरे 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 the format stayed the same the masala, the element, the storyline kept on evolving, right? और ये लोग क्या करते थे now what they do is essentially they have pages across social media on Instagram and Facebook and everywhere, right? So this is like a hero's journey every time, okay? And this is like a proper format of the show. एक side रहता है that is portrayed like to be a good side, and there's another side that's like a villainous side, like bad people, gunda people types. Okay, तो अभी कैसा रहता है कि स्टार्टिंग में गुंडा पीपल आर वैकिंग दीज गाइस द गुड पीपल ओके दे whooping their ass बोलेंगे तो कैसा है तुमको नहीं जमता है गुड पीपल दिस थिंग दिस एंड गुड पीपल आर नो वी आर गुड पीपल यू आर बैड पीपल बट आई डोंट नो व्हाई यू आर विनिंग एंड ऑल ठीक है तो ये चलता रहता है सो धीरे धीरे क्या होता है कि गुड पीपल स्टार्ट रिड्यूसिंग ओके टू अ पॉइंट when then they flip the whole thing now good
hmm,
people start winning and they start dumping all the bad people
hmm.
eventually the favorite good couple and the favorite bad couple stay and then they
Stay.
fight it out and this is the format
Yeah.
of the show through and through you watch every season same stuff कोई change नहीं
I
उसमें क्या
wasn't
होता है?
expecting a hero's journey analysis of Splitsvilla
I'll tell you more. I'll tell
today.
you more. So इसके बाद क्या होता है? Now what they do is they try and determine which are the favorite couples among the good side and the
Hmm,
bad side. How do
hmm.
they do that? They do that through dipstick. Okay.
हाँ,
तो
market
फेसबुक पे रहता
research.
है, हाँ हाँ, इंस्टाग्राम पे रहता है. व्हाट दे डू इज फॉर एवरी एपिसोड दे विल पुट लाइक अ स्निपेट, लाइक अ कंट्रोवर्शियल और समथिंग दैट विल गेन मोर एंगेजमेंट. नाउ एवरीबॉडी इज इन द एंड नाउ थिंक अबाउट इट. क्या डेमोग्राफी स्प्लिट्स हो रहा है? 18 to 24, राइट? सो यही पीपल है जो रिएक्ट करते हैं. दे एंगेज विद ऑल दीज वीडियोस एंड स्निपेट्स एंड दे लीव देयर कमेंट्स एंड लाइक्स एंड व्हाटएवर इंटरेक्शंस. कमेंट्स में पता चल जाएगा हु आर द फेवरिंग. ठीक है?
Hmm,
And accordingly then the show evolves. Okay, this is my research and this is purely what my inference is. Okay, accordingly the show evolves. They get, this is a good couple, this is what we'll do to them. This is the bad couple, this is
hmm.
what we'll do to them. This is how the show will shape out. That is what they do. Okay, now think about it. This demographic का sponsorship कौन है? I will not name this thing brands, I guess, but एक deodorant का brand है. ठीक
या
है?
डिओड्रेंट एक
uh,
बाइक का.
बाय नहीं, I'll tell you, एक deodorant brand है, एक condom brand है, contraceptive,
Hmm.
and there is this thing, a grooming वाला brand, an FMCG, very
Hmm.
big FMCG
Yeah, got it,
in
got
the
it.
grooming side. ठीक है? And think
Grooming
about it,
side.
this is the audience जिसको cater करने का है, right? And think about it, who the hosts are.
Hmm.
एक है रणविजय. Okay, he's very popular, he connects instantly with everyone who's in the north, the youth, and
उसका
also
तो
someone of
गवर्नमेंट
the.
जॉब है रे वो. उसका गवर्नमेंट जॉब है. उससे अलग जॉब
By
सिक्योरिटी
the
इस
way,
दुनिया
he
में
was
नहीं
not
है.
on the last season. He was not on the last season.
Oh, he was not there. Okay.
He was
Neha
not on the last
Dhupia
season.
was.
No, no, she was in roadies.
She was on
And
roadies.
uh, and then there's
Sorry, I
Sunny
left
Deol.
behind MTV in 2013-14. Us, the last time I even cared about what MTV is or Channel V is 2014. And the worst part is these people had all the talent in the world, just by the way. Okay. They
I
just
loved him. I
couldn't
loved him.
come on to the digital medium. They just couldn't do it. They just couldn't do it. And they had the opportunity. Don't tell me they did not, because many of the comedians and all these people who became
Mm,
so popular on the Indian
mm,
internet,
mm.
they used to regularly work with the MTV folks. They used to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
regularly
yeah,
work with
yeah,
the Channel V folks.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Somehow these people, their business model never evolved कि हम online जाएंगे और ये करेंगे वो करेंगे. They never went along with it, which is shocking, because these people usually have the half their job is having the pulse of the younger generation.
Mm, mm, mm.
And the
Exactly.
first
That.
people,
Uh,
the early
uh,
adopters of any new trend are always young people.
exactly.
Always
Exactly.
have to be.
Exactly.
And
Uh,
like, except for dementia. So So
mm,
इनको किसी ने बोला नहीं, या इनको बोला इन्होंने सुना नहीं, एंड दे कुड नेवर पिवट. लाइक, डूड, आज बीजेपी का लोग जाके पॉडकास्ट पे जाता है. ओके,
uh,
देयर इज नॉट अ सिंगल पॉडकास्ट आई ओपन ऑन माय यूट्यूब चैनल वेयर अ बीजेपी गाय और अ मिनिस्टर इज नॉट देयर. ओके, एंड दे आर कनेक्टिंग विद द यूथ ओवर देयर. उनको डिजिटल मीडियम का मतलब अभी समझ रहा है. ठीक है.
mm,
एमटीवी चैनल भी मुझे आज तक नहीं दिखे. I don't know. So anyway, like, enough of Splitsvilla, frankly. By the way, a fun trivia, I would say. One of our professors was involved in the first season of Roadies.
what?
You
Oh,
know,
I think
yeah.
I think I know who you're
Like,
talking
of
about. Yeah,
course,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a very
And I'm not
simple
surprised
one.
also.
Yeah,
I'm
no
not
surprise.
surprised also.
But I when I visited
Uh,
his place, like, he told me, he even showed a photo of the first Roadies ka
oh,
launch,
that's so
and he
nice.
was not in
What
the
an
picture.
opportunity. Uh,
Yeah, and he was not in the official picture because the board of roadies, जो उतना बड़ा वो जो board था, they were in an outside location because they are roadies, remember? And वो
oh,
ऐसा पहाड़ वहाड़ में, and they are over there,
uh,
and the whole board of roadies, it was flying away because of the gushing winds, and there
oh,
had to be someone standing behind
standing
to
on the board.
to stop it from going away. It was him. So it's
Not
I'm
surprised.
not surprised it's him. So
Mm,
yeah, so there's that. So trivia, that was that. Anyway,
mm,
you just a little bit of like context for people and for you also. My
mm,
name today is sub name is Little Boy, That's
But yes,
actually not a that's not actually a description of me when I have committed a crime, but witness description. It's actually one of the names of the atom bombs that were dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. We are. It's a very sober thing, like
mm,
weapons of mass destruction, and
mm.
they called it Little Boy and Fat Man.
Batman.
So yeah, and of course, we have the reason I speak about this is Oppenheimer. It's releasing. It's already released. It's releasing this weekend.
Any 21st, 21st. Happy Friday.
21st,
Yeah.
yeah, it's Friday. It's
Mm.
releasing. I'm going to watch it on 22nd, Saturday. Are you excited for Oppenheimer? I've heard for the next 2 to 3 weeks, people don't have like you know bookings available. No seats are available in Mumbai. मतलब आराम से 2 हफ्ते के लिए सीट्स अवेलेबल नहीं है. And the tickets are now at 1,000 rupees. 1,000-1,200 पे
Oh,
टिकट बिक रहे हैं.
which is crazy. But I think it's also
Yes.
worth. I don't know. It's worth the hype maybe because it's a Nolan movie. He puts in the effort, invests his energies and all. Uh, so it should be like a spectacle, and I'm hoping worth the money also. I wouldn't mind spending for a Nolan movie. I saw Interstellar. I liked it. So Batman
Hmm.
series. I liked it. So yeah, I have my hopes high.
Inception. Inception.
Inception, of course.
Bro,
Inception.
Inception पागल हो गया मैं देख के बोलता. I was like, वो चल क्या रहा है, dude? I watched it
Mm.
with a very close friend in the theater. And जब मैं बाहर आया थिएटर में से, I was like, समझा नहीं, but मजा बहुत आया. And then over the years, I watched Inception 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times, and then I was like, okay. Every time I'm getting a few more details out of that movie. And by the way, I just sent you something. If you can open the link and share your screen, this is
Mm.
regarding the comparison between Oppenheimer and Barbie,
Acha.
and their bookings in India until now.
Okay, that
So
way.
yeah,
Because I
yeah,
was
you can
wondering
share.
why would he compare the two movies?
No, so something interesting has come up over there. And as usual, people have lost it on Twitter regarding that, especially Indian Twitter, which
Mm.
has a lot of 20 somethings running the show now.
Mm.
I don't know if many people know this. Twitter in India was run by 40 somethings until 5 to 6 years ago. 40 साल के अंकल लोग ट्विटर पे बहुत एक्टिव हुआ करते थे. I'll just add it to
Acha.
the stream. Yeah, India is excited about Oppenheimer. Just open the link. मतलब उसको हाँ वो image को बड़ा कर देना.
Oh yeah, ad. That's mad. 90,000 tickets.
हो रहा
Okay,
है क्या?
so can you see my screen?
I can see your screen, but उसको थोड़ा zoom in करना. वो Oppenheimer sells 90,000 tickets.
It's
वो
zoomed in
image
already.
you have zoomed in or what? नहीं आ रहा है फिर. नहीं आ रहा है फिर. I'm changing
Wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
layout
wait,
also.
wait, wait, wait. How about now?
हाँ, रुक. हाँ. Perfect. ऊपर जा. थोड़ा ऊपर खींच. हेडलाइन आना चाहिए. हाँ. So Oppenheimer sells 90,000 tickets. Barbie sells 16,000 for first day. Quite a difference. So almost like 5 to 6 times.
I mean,
What
of
do you
course,
think?
bro. I mean, I don't think I'm surprised by the difference. But
Yeah,
so yeah, I think Barbie will also recover its money. A lot of people are actually going for Margot Robbie.
yeah.
So Baki, so I don't know. I'm not. I really don't know what to expect from Barbie.
Dude, I'll tell you what.
Hmm.
I don't think. See, I was thinking about this really hard, and I have a very controversial opinion on this.
Hmm.
I think women get over the dolls from their childhood.
Hmm.
I don't think men get over the dolls from their childhood. If you think about it, I
Hmm.
played with Batman as a kid. It was my
Hmm.
doll. G.I. Joe. It was my
Hmm.
doll. Okay. I
Hmm.
don't like to call it a doll. It was a fucking
Hmm.
doll.
Hmm.
I grew up, and the
Hmm.
one man who made
Hmm.
it a spectacle
Hmm.
good enough for a 20 something,
Ah.
you know, via Batman or some, like a Tenet or something or an Inception. There's a lot of
Hmm.
action, lot of, intellectual stuff going on. That man did it for me. Okay. That was
Ah.
Nolan.
Hmm.
Same with
Your
Interstellar.
your obsession
As
is
a
basically translated, right?
Yes, he's just
Ah.
taken that obsession and he made
Ah.
it good enough for a 20-year-old and a 30-year-old. ओके, तू 10 साल का
हाँ
था, तेरे को वही बैटमैन पसंद आया, 20 साल का था, उसने उस बैटमैन को ट्रांसलेट किया। ओके,
हाँ
if you are going to tell a 35-year-old, like woman कि
हम्म,
बारबी के बारे में देखो, I don't
हम्म।
think that's gonna happen. I don't think so. And I also feel, how many women know about Barbie in India? Do they? Like, how many
Yeah,
kids
they
in
do, they
India know
do.
about Barbie? Like, urban India, छोड़ के.
And not in rural. Any which way these movies don't play in
Exactly.
the rural,
Yeah.
right? My sister grew up playing with a Barbie. She had one. So
Yeah. But was it a Barbie
उसको पता
Barbie?
है. Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah, yeah.
grew up with
Proper,
girl
proper.
dolls. I have been to
हाँ,
villages, okay, and I've
हाँ.
seen like उनके पास girl doll होता है, but it's
Hmm.
not Barbie, it's baby or something. It's called.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've seen that.
Bro, so there's counterfeit to everything. But
Yeah.
जैसे I remember back in our village, so you know
Hmm.
Pond's talcum powder आता है, right?
हाँ.
और वहाँ पे Pondus बिकता था. And it was hilarious. So ये इसका तो counterfeit देखा हुआ है, but I get it where you're coming from.
Okay.
Uh, but yeah,
Pondus.
so I think to your point from earlier, where boys like graduate from dolls to this thing, but the obsession
Hmm.
continues, is because I think that is what makes us boys.
Yeah.
मतलब we get hooked onto something, and we just I think we just continue with it for the rest of our lives. मतलब video games तो
Yeah.
आज भी खेलते हैं ना. We've not
Swear to God, मेरा
graduated.
एक वीडियो गेम अभी चल रहा है. मेरे पीसी
हाँ.
पे अभी एक वीडियो गेम चल रहा है, bro. And you know what it is about? It's about war. It's about two armies fighting. I mean,
Basically, we started with Call of Duty, the basic one.
yeah,
World War One
yeah,
था, Great War था,
yeah, yeah,
World War Two पे भी Call of Duty आया. So we just graduate from one console to another. Your graphics will get better. Maybe
yeah,
one day you'll move on to VR also, but you'll
yeah.
continue to enjoy video games. I think that is what
Yeah,
makes us boys.
yeah,
मतलब we
yeah. And
continue
I
to.
want to watch like Batman and Spider-Man like ऐसा
हाँ,
इधर.
हाँ,
ऐसा the
हम्म,
moment the Apple Vision Pro becomes affordable to us,
हम्म,
I'm
हम्म.
gonna watch a bloody Batman movie in it, dude. I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight again. I must have
हाँ,
watched The Dark Knight around 35 times, by the way. And
what do
that's
you
not
say? That's
exaggeration.
mad. That's mad.
Yeah,
मैंने इतना कोई मूवी नहीं देखा होगा except for The
I've seen.
Godfather, but not 30
Hmm.
35 times.
I've watched The Godfather thrice, but I've watched The Dark Knight 30 to 35 times. Like, just, I've gone crazy. Not Batman Begins, not Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight only. It's just that Joker performance, Bale's performance.
हाँ, हाँ,
I just couldn't get over it. Even now, if you tell me कि थिएटर में खुल रहा है, जाके देख के आ, मैं अभी
हम्म.
वापस जाएगा. So that's
I think
Nolan.
same.
Yeah.
So would I.
And Nolan has
Same.
insane fanboys in India, okay? Nolan has crazy fanboys in India. And I'm one of them. But my
Mm.
only challenge is I don't think Dunkirk was an entertaining movie at all. I also do
Okay.
not think Tenet was a flop, just
Tenet.
by the way.
Uh, uh,
Tenet flopped. Okay. Neither did Dunkirk work out. Okay. Dunkirk was great from a artistic standpoint, critical acclaim.
hmm.
But no one is like, oh wow, Dunkirk. Like इंसेप्शन में 70-80 साल का हो जाएगा ना, मैं तब भी देखूंगा, मैं डनकर्क वापस नहीं देखने वाला.
Dunkirk,
ठीक है.
though, yeah, I think Dunkirk was it was a good movie to watch one time, watch types.
Yeah.
But for it does not essentially qualify under the category of those movies that you would watch again
Yeah.
and again.
अगेन एंड अगेन. या टेनेट तो समझा भी नहीं, मजा भी नहीं आया, बोर हो गया मैं, बकवास था मेरे हिसाब से. एंड द पीपल हु आर लाइक नो इट्स अंडररेटेड, पीपल डिडंट गिव इट द राइट चांस, आई एम लाइक शट अप डूड, नो वन केयर्स. लाइक बकवास कर रहे हो तुम, ठीक है, यू लाइक नोलन, डोंट चोक ऑन हिम, दैट्स इट. बट या कितना कितना यार, ठीक है, सब कुछ नहीं होता ऊपर से ही.
Hmm.
But yeah, so that's my thing. Looking forward to Oppenheimer. But let me tell you one thing: a lot of people are going to be disappointed. It's a
Why?
drama. Dude, and we are going to like it. We are going to like it. But
Hmm.
most people who are going saying some friend must be carrying another friend, pulling another friend, अरे चलना आना जल्दी आ, अपन ओपनहाइमर देखते हैं, मजा आएगा, नोलन का मूवी है dude. And they're gonna go, and half the movie is going to be about him testifying to Congress,
Hmm.
arguing with Harry Truman and the military leadership,
Uh,
and talking about how the bomb is a bad thing and a dangerous thing. It's gonna be that.
hmm.
Nolan
Hmm.
is making that movie. Okay, ये मूवी में
Hmm.
ऐसा छठवें माले से आठवें माले में घुस के मारा-मारी नहीं हो रहा है.
Hmm.
That's not the movie about. So that's my warning on Oppenheimer. That's what I feel.
Bro,
But
I
I'm gonna
think
watch
a
it.
lot of people are just not going to watch it, or eventually, for whoever watches it, will come out saying, "Ki, bro, don't go because it's a 3 hour movie."
हाँ,
And it's a 3 hour
it's a
movie,
three.
right? So half the
It's a
people are
three.
going to say, "It's a 3 hour movie, don't go." आधा जनता तो वहीं पे कट जाएगा, इज व्हाट आई एम अज्यूमिंग।
Yeah, yeah.
बट वो
नहीं,
होता भी
people
है।
have. वो होता भी है, that is true. Which
हाँ
reminds me, I
हाँ
saw Mission Impossible last
हाँ।
weekend,
ओके
and
हाँ।
I think I really liked it too. What do you think?
हाँ,
You also saw it, I'm assuming.
haven't seen it yet. I have to catch up on that one too. But
देख
yeah,
ले.
I saw the trailer. I saw the effort that Tom Cruise made
हाँ.
in terms of making that jump. I think
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
did that what 6 times or something.
Yeah, 5 to 6
So
times he's done it. I don't want to spoil it, but I did not think it translated well into the movie. That stunt.
अच्छा
Ironically
हाँ
enough, the
अच्छा
way they put it out in the trailer was
हाँ
somehow better than what they put it in the movie. I don't know why. But overall, the movie was fantastic.
हाँ
My only challenge is I saw John Wick
हाँ।
4 couple of
Oh,
months
okay,
ago.
okay, 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 okay.
एंड उसके बाद
So
से मेरे को कुछ पसंद नहीं आ रहा है, मतलब उस लेवल पे इट्स लाइक यार, मतलब तुम गॉडफादर देख के तुम कल हो ना हो देखोगे तो
bro, it's like watching Sachin bat. Okay. Then you're watching Jadeja bat. You're like, oh,
हाँ
Jadeja's not at the level of Sachin, but I like this batting,
या
right?
मतलब वो 6 और 4
Sometimes
है, बट वो सचिन वाला 6 और 4
not
नहीं
Sachin,
है.
no.
Yeah, but no, but it's like he's done a great job once again, like Tom Cruise. Absolutely fantastic. He is Mr. Movies. But anyway, speaking of which, do you know that there is a actor strike in Hollywood? There is a
Yeah, I
writer
was actually
strike
going
in
to tell you
Hollywood.
about that because
Yeah.
I had read this somewhere that so of course Tom Cruise, with time is getting older, so his face
Hmm.
is थोड़ा wrinkly wrinkly हो गया है, and they kind of
Hmm.
de-aged him using AI. Okay, I
Yes.
was going to come to that because now the Actors Guild is on strike and everything because one of the things that they're protesting against is the use of AI in movies now. It's just crazy. Think about it. कि AI movies में आ गया है. So, and from what I've read, essentially, big production houses what they want to do is capture like faces of background people, extras and all, to be able to reuse them in movies. So essentially, they don't have to spend any money if they make any movies in future wherever they want to use extras. They can save money on that. It's just crazy. And every time someone says no, AI is going to eat your jobs, AI is going to eat our jobs. तो मैं सोचता था कितना जॉब्स खा लेगा यार. मैंने कभी ये नहीं सोचा था कि यार वो एक्स्ट्रा का भी जॉब खा लेगा. तो एक्स्ट्रा जाके क्या करेगा यार. वो पहले से ही एक्स्ट्रा है. तो और क्या करेगा.
तेरा नाम एक्स्ट्रा है.
हाँ. So it's so
I
mad.
have some thoughts on this. I have some thoughts
हम्म,
on this.
हम्म,
And I really wanted to talk about AI, by the way,
हाँ हाँ
because Sam Altman of OpenAI,
हम्म,
he opened the gates of hell.
हम्म,
Okay, he did it. He
हम्म,
said, मैं नहीं करता तो कोई और करता. Might as
हम्म,
well be me. I have
हम्म,
opened the gates of hell.
हम्म,
Now we have to deal with whatever monsters come out of it.
हम्म,
My thing is AI, because he said, Sam Altman in an interview was asked, like, same thing, AI job खाएगा क्या?
हम्म,
He's like, of course थोड़े बहुत तो खाएगा.
हम्म,
मतलब अगर अच्छे से यूज नहीं किया तो काफी जॉब्स
हम्म,
खाएगा, रेगुलेट नहीं किया तो.
हम्म, हम्म,
द थिंग इज जॉब्स तो पक्का खाएगा, बट उसका पेस क्या होगा वो गवर्नमेंट डिसाइड करेगा. Which is why he went on a world tour, which
हम्म,
included India, by the way, where he met
हम्म,
Prime Minister Modi,
हम्म,
so that he gets a seat at the table while AI is being regulated. He knows Google तो always has a seat at the table. He's like, मेरे को seat at the table चाहिए because मेरा invention जो भी है ओपन AI, वो खाएगा, जॉब खाएगा. अब वो कैसे करेगा, तुम कैसे मैनेज करोगे, तुम देख लो. ठीक है. Now this guy incidentally said that the first jobs we thought that would go away were like menial jobs, corporate में जो भी lower level jobs होते हैं, data entry and all of that, the repetitive ones and all. And the last ones to go will be the creative ones.
अच्छा
Okay.
लास्ट वन.
The last ones to go will be the creative arts and
ओके.
all of that. That's what he said. But now he's saying when ChatGPT 3 came out, the first people who felt the pinch of it most were the artists, were creators. बिकॉज वो डाली वगैरह भी उन्हीं का है ना, ओपन एआई का ही तो है. चैट जीपीटी एंड डाली आर पार्ट ऑफ ओपन एआई. एंड दिस गाय एसेंशियली नाउ ऑल एंड सीक्रेट इन्वेजन मार्वल का एक सीरीज चालू है विद
हाँ हाँ हाँ
सैमुअल जैक्सन.
हाँ
उसका
हाँ.
जो स्टार्टिंग का क्रेडिट्स है ना, इट्स मेड यूजिंग एआई.
ओ.
उसके वजह से लॉट ऑफ पीपल वर टेकन अबैक They are like, boss, this opening sequence of like good 30 seconds or 1 minute with the credits, opening credits जो होता है, sorry, opening credits, not opening sequence, और जो 30 seconds to 60 seconds का opening credits होता है with the artwork and all, that was made purely by AI. And it looked weird, obviously, it looked like it was made by AI. My only thing is, this was a statement by the studios. This was a statement by the big companies ki it's coming, it's here, you know, it's not far away. ये आ चुका है. And you are talking about, scans being taken of actors and, being used in the background and all. This is not only for extras, sir. There were some TV series which happened recently where these people were like the entire cast and crew had to go through full body scans, AI scans, because now their likeness will be replicated and licensed, obviously, with the terms and conditions and used in the future. I don't know if you saw Black Mirror on Netflix. Ironically,
I haven't yet.
there is an there is an episode just now of Black
Huh.
Mirror season 6. It's called Joanne is Awful.
Okay.
ठीक है, just वो वाला
Huh.
देखना.
Huh.
It's
Huh.
about, it's literally about this. I won't
Hmm.
spoil it. It's about
Hmm.
how a streaming network
Hmm.
is using someone's likeness and
Hmm.
creating a show about their life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And they can use your face and they can use your body and everything. And वो आपको आपका जो भी है वो आपकी तरह दिखेगा जो भी होगा. So it's somewhere on those lines, but watch it. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It's crazy. So AI is there here. My only thing is कि it's only going to get like worse because
Hmm.
people are now scared. People are now genuinely scared. अभी जो एक्टर
Hmm.
के साथ हो रहा है, कल को
Hmm.
अकाउंटेंट्स के साथ होगा, dude.
Easily.
And my at least the lower level accountants, and I think same with like I would say designers and marketing teams, like they will be there for art direction, like design and all, but the actual work of getting it done, you must have seen even something as simple as a Canva is
Hmm.
coming up with text to image technology.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know, I know.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
I think there will be some uthal puthal in the coming 5 years until AI is regulated or in some way neutered. Because who knows how close we are to just get into an AI arms race. So I don't find it scary.
I'm
I
just
find it
thinking that
scary.
what job in life is AI proof?
Sales,
क्यों AI को
sales.
बेच सकते हैं ना? क्यों नहीं बेच सकते हैं?
I'll tell you what.
Hmm.
You can do B2C sales with it. But B2B sales will always require people in some way or form,
Hmm.
because you are dealing with people at the end of the day. If I
Hmm.
want to buy some speakers of Amazon,
Hmm.
okay, after a point of time, you don't need, Amazon will train its models in a way कि put up a listing, ऐसा हो जाएगा, and इसको
Correct, correct, correct,
recommendation
correct,
engine तो
correct.
उसको already
Hmm.
वैसे भी machine learning पे based है,
Hmm.
if I'm
Hmm.
not wrong.
Hmm.
So my only thing is कि then I would say कि B2B sales will be difficult.
Hmm.
Customer service is going to get better and better from AI's perspective. Right now, it's a mess. I feel it's a mess. But ultimately, we will need human beings. Because, dude, when you're angry, the last
Hmm.
thing you want is chatting to someone. Okay? That's the last
Huh.
thing. But what happens when AI can turn into a model and talk back to you like a
Hmm.
human being with a
Hmm.
face? What
Hmm.
are you going to do there?
फिर क्या करेगा बाबू?
फिर क्या
That's what I'm
करेगा तू?
thinking. तो क्या बन सकता है यार? मतलब I'm just trying to think कि अगर AI मेरा जॉब खाएगा तो मैं क्या करूँगा?
Podcast.
हाँ, वो भी है. But then AI can mimic you again, no? That's what you're talking about.
देख, हाँ बे, नहीं नहीं, खुद में कॉन्फिडेंस रखने का, हम सैंपल पीस है.
Hmm.
That's the only thing I can say. Did I scare you? Like तेरा 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 थोड़ा डाउन हो गया
नहीं,
और
you just put me in a zone where I'm trying to think of one job. Okay, so I'll tell you what. So when
Hmm,
COVID hit, no, okay,
yeah.
and everyone's getting unfortunately furloughed and laid off. So I felt bad for all of my friends. Then also there was a fear, eh, sort of this thing, no, looming over कि भाई अपना भी तो जा सकता है ना.
हाँ.
So I'm in banking, right? and there was moratorium. People stopped paying their interest. People weren't making money themselves. Okay, they were not
बैंक
keeping
को
any
क्या
money in the
देगा?
bank. Ah, so bank कहाँ से पैसा बनाएगा? So what was I going to do? And then I thought to myself, okay, I was a little worried. I thought to myself that bank पैसे नहीं बना रहा है. So what are we going to do? We'll also get furloughed or laid off or whatever. And I started thinking of all the jobs that I could actually do for which I have the skills in life. Okay, and then because it was COVID, I tried to think of all those that fell in the essential jobs का category कि जो हो सकता है कि नहीं ये करना चाहिए. ठीक है. One that I came up with was kirana store. And I thought
Hmm.
I have enough money in the bank. Why not open a kirana store? Okay, that is essentials also. और मेरा घर तो चलता रहेगा. Second, then I thought of was a gas agency. But
Hmm.
then cooking gas के लिए भी you need some political connect apparently.
I was
That's
just
what I
gonna say
learned.
that, like, it's
हाँ,
not straightforward.
it's not like जैसे
Yeah,
पेट्रोल पंप
you
के लिए लेते हैं.
apply.
हाँ, तो वो भी मेरे को समझ में आ गया. So I was trying to think of you've heard of the theory called 6 degrees of separation, right? You were trying to. So I was trying
Yes.
to figure out my political connects. वो eventually worked out. ठीक है, so on. और मेरे को गाड़ी चलाना नहीं आता था. तो मेरे को बोला
Hmm.
कम से कम उबर तो चला लूंगा यार. पापा
वो
का
भी
कार तो
ड्राइवरलेस
है.
हो जाएगा.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. नाउ एआई विल कम तो मैं क्या करूंगा फिर? मेरे को पंचर ही चेंज करना पड़ेगा, चक्का चेंज करूंगा, मैं क्या करूंगा?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. By the way, there
पंचर
are
निकाल
some
पड़ेगा.
Teslas. There are some
हम्म
Teslas which can automatically detect कि हवा कम ज्यादा and adjust होता है वो.
हम्म. वो
और
है सम
एटलीस्ट
टेस्लास. आई थिंक सम टेस्लास आर डिजाइन टू ऑर्डर पार्ट्स अगर वो खराब हो जाता है, ऐसा भी कुछ है.
या समथिंग ऑफ दैट
हाँ,
सॉर्ट, लाइक हाँ अपने आप सिग्नल जाता है टू द मेन
हाँ,
फैक्ट्री
हाँ.
एंड यू गेट लाइक, मतलब
But that's
इट्स
a
अ
very
थिंकिंग
smart.
बीइंग.
हाँ, that's a very smart thing, कुछ भी खराब हो गया, इलॉन मस्क को बोलेंगे पार्ट खराब हो गया, उधर से भेज देगा, गाड़ी में लगा देगा. एंड
हाँ.
essentially कुछ तो चलता रहेगा ना. दैट इज हाउ द
हाँ.
इंडस्ट्री विल थ्राइव. नो, दैट इज हाउ द
या.
ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थ्राइव. सिर्फ कार थोड़ी ही
नो,
बनाएगा, पार्ट्स भी तो बेचेगा.
universal basic income is coming.
हम्म
They have to do it. There will be people at the top who will earn a lot of money, but they will be taxed so heavily, and that tax will be nothing but protection money,
हम्म.
because
Yeah.
you will have to be taxed so much, because the people at the bottom of the pyramid, the bottom of the pyramid will expand, by the way.
हम्म
Okay, once
हम्म
again it's going to be like that. The bottom of the pyramid will expand, and इन
हम्म
लोगों को अगर तुमको शांति रखना है, नॉर्मल रखना है लाइफ में, you have to pay them a universal basic income. It's
हम्म
coming, it's happening.
हम्म. It just
Okay.
my mind just went to that movie called Purge. If you've
Yeah.
seen that movie,
Yeah, the
है ना?
purge. Yeah.
Purge वैसा ही कुछ होगा भाई.
Nee, I mean, there are a lot of reasons to be pessimistic in today's day and age. Maybe 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, we are going to watch this episode and be like, क्या बकवास पेल रहे थे हम लोग. But let me also tell you, at this stage, we are very uncertain. Think of this as a time capsule. Okay, future selves, think of this as a time capsule. We are very concerned what's going to happen with AI. We have no clue, and as of now, at least, thankfully, it hasn't entered our workforce. Okay,
हाँ.
other than in simple ways, flimsy ways. But
हम्म.
the day it enters properly,
हम्म.
I think we'll have to, I hope by the time we are senior enough. That's all I can say.
हाँ.
I, that's all I can say.
हम्म
Because you still need people at the top to,
हम्म
strategize a little and all. And
हम्म.
marketing is anyway known for its subjectivity, let's be honest.
हाँ.
Like, I know, like, if four people get involved in something, we just
हम्म.
increase the timelines by 4x because every bloody person has an opinion. That's just
हाँ.
marketing 101. So we won't just let an AI do something. उसके ऊपर भी argument करने के लिए हम लोगों को hire करेंगे कि
हम्म.
come up with what is better. So yeah, it
हाँ.
will bring in efficiencies, but I don't think it will take over processes for another 10 years, I guess.
हम्म.
And I hope तब तक थोड़ा senior वीनियर बन जाएंगे और फिर थोड़ा set हो जाएगा. I hope so. That's the way I look at it. So yeah, that's on that. By the way, there is another thing on I shared with you on WhatsApp,
हम्म.
and this is just check out that Twitter ka, that Twitter thingy I shared. What Twitter thingy? It's called a tweet, not a thread, a tweet.
Oh yes, this. It's been doing rounds all over
It's
the internet
been
today.
doing
I
crazy
saw this
rounds.
on
It's gone
Twitter,
viral. Just share it.
LinkedIn.
I'll bring it up.
I also saw this on Reddit. Reddit पे तो
हम्म,
सब होता
हाँ रेडिट पे तो
है.
चालू है बट
Reddit is
ट्विटर पे
literally
तो
called
बहुत
the
फालतू हो
first
रहा
page of the internet. So
है एब्सोल्युटली एब्सोल्युटली शेयर कर लेना
हाँ हाँ, you can see this, right?
आई एम एडिंग इट टू स्ट्रीम जस्ट होल्ड ऑन ओके ओके या लेट मी जस्ट मेक इट तू कुछ मत कर आई एम पुटिंग इट इन अ सिनेमा लेआउट
Mm-hmm.
okay so yeah so the audience will be able to see what you are saying nothing else so this is you want to explain this one
Oh, this is a situation that probably I'm going through right now. But yeah, this is like supply demand. Okay, my first thing on this is supply demand. Okay, so basically, what's happening here is there's a 29-year-old female who's looking at uh, you know matches to get married and settle down, right? And she's talking. What's surprising? She's talking to 14 guys. Okay,
yeah
and she's labeled them from guy 1 to guy 14.
hmm.
Basically, the first two numbers that you see are the age of the guy. Second, it's followed by the organization that the person is working for, their CTC, and where they are placed, right? Which city
Hmm.
they are located in right now,
Hmm.
right? And it's amazing that she is talking to 14 people at the same time, considering, okay, potential matches. And she's
Hmm.
also, for a couple of people, she's also put like conditions or filters or potential deal breakers, it seems like. For example, for guy 9, he's a short guy, okay.
Hmm.
So she's put that in brackets where he's
Hmm.
5.5, okay.
Yeah
And just crazy to me how that is a deal breaker, because number one,
hmm.
he's working for BCG. He's
Ah,
making 45 lakhs, okay,
yeah
per
per
annum,
annum
living in
yeah
Mumbai, okay.
yeah
But the deal breaker could be what? कि भाई 5.5 है.
yeah
This is
yeah
crazy to
no
me.
look at guy 13 I love that the
13,
most
13 is out of the race.
no I
Okay.
think 13 I know
I'm
the guy
sorry.
also
What do you... अच्छा. नहीं, नहीं, नहीं. But honestly, guy 13 के लिए I feel bad because yeah, मतलब you look at other guys, no, other profiles,
hmm. Hmm.
and then he's aging, he's making a little less compared to everyone else, which in my mind is still great money because he's living in Kolkata, right?
Hmm.
And Kolkata standards is great money. Okay, you
yeah
live a very comfortable life there. But then
yeah
again, he's also balding at the same time. So my best wishes with guy 13. We're all in the same boat, but
hmm.
hope you find love and settle down soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll come up with my thoughts on this, right? Very
Mm-hmm.
simple. I'm putting it back again to our camera. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So here's what I think about this, okay, where people are talking about this girl who's talking to 14 guys at once in the arranged marriage market.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once again, I'll call it a market because people are shopping
Yeah.
over here.
Ah.
मेरा अरेंज मैरिज हुआ है मैं
Mm-hmm.
बता रहा हूँ व्हेन
Mm-hmm.
आई वाज इन द मार्केट
Mm-hmm.
मुझे बहुत एक अजीब फीलिंग आने का मुझे आई वाज लाइक कि व्हाट एम आई इवन डूइंग all my worst fears about this process were almost true okay and
Mm-hmm.
from a this is I'm talking from a guy's perspective okay
Mm-hmm.
because तुम्हारी औकात उतनी ही है जितना तुम्हारा पे स्लिप है
Yeah.
okay
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
that's 80% weightage is over there more or less whether
Mm-hmm.
people want to accept it or not and all
Mm-hmm.
it this is arranged marriage in India is the punishment for not having riz as as Gen Z calls it if you don't have riz you have to go on bharatmatrimony.com I think that's what it is and and this girl talking to 14 guys is not at all a surprise like women have to literally I know this one girl who got married arranged marriage only
Mm-hmm.
she had 34 like requests like please start talking this
Mm-hmm.
is on a matrimony site and she didn't even pay attention to it her sister her sister and her father were actually taking care of that profile
Mm-hmm.
एंड एंड लकीली उसमें से मेरा मतलब जो दोस्त था उसका प्रोफाइल दे शॉर्टलिस्टेड कि आउट ऑफ दोस 34 पीपल and then those four from that funnel top of the funnel middle of the funnel four consideration set went to her she spoke to all four of them okay and then ultimately she went and met two of them and
Mm-hmm.
ultimately ended up with one of them who was my friend
Okay.
ठीक है
Mm-hmm.
and this was and she was on that website for 2 months while she was not active herself. These were all inbound leads. Sorry to
Uh-huh.
talk like a marketeer, but these
Yeah, yeah.
were all inbound leads. And when you see
Mm,
something like that, it's
mm,
insane. Like this is what you are like. तुमको लगता है Tinder is unfair? Wait till you go to Bharat Matrimony. And
mm,
girls, dude, अगर तेरे पास कोई आ रहा है and तेरे
mm,
पास 14 लड़के आ रहे हैं, imagine like you're a girl, 14
mm,
लड़के आ रहे हैं, तुमसे बात कर रहे हैं. And after a point of time, there is no difference between a 30 lakhs per annum guy and a 25 lakhs per annum guy and a 35 lakhs per
mm,
annum guy. It's
mm,
तुमको सेम लाइफस्टाइल मिल रहा है. एंड
mm,
हाँ, सडनली तुमको कोई 50 लाख वाला मिल गया, सो देन इट्स लाइक
mm,
ओके स्लाइटली हायर, ये थोड़ा बिजनेस क्लास में ट्रैवल कर सकती है, यू नो.
mm,
1 करोड़
mm,
एंड ऑल हो गया तो धंधा मतलब जो है, इट्स अ बिजनेस
mm,
फैमिली
mm,
ultimately. So because if a dude is earning 1 CR, he's clearly vice president and above. Not
mm,
BFSI vice presidents who are fake, sorry Dhawal, but like actual, I'm leading the company vice president.
mm,
So anyway, the whole point is then girls will obviously get down to the second stage. पैसा तो ठीक है, वो तो हर जगह मिल ही रहा है. Then what is it that we are doing? We are going to compare if someone is short, someone is
mm,
bald. Oh no, he lives in Kolkata. Oh my God, it's in Hyderabad and stuff like that. Obviously वही होना है और क्या होना है. I know girls, their
mm.
bargaining power is so much. Some girls, they have conditions कि वो बंदे की छोटी बहन या बड़ी बहन नहीं होनी चाहिए. because
Wow.
because according to a stereotype, they are like they create like problems in the future.
Mm.
We prefer a single child or someone who has a brother. I don't
Bro,
know if you have
that's
faced this.
no, unfortunately, and touch what I hope not. But it's just crazy. As I started off saying, it's supply demand. It is very basic, right? And then with it's like basically problem of plenty as we call it. And how do you filter out? You just filter out at basic levels, uh, at an age level, or salary level, a location. Okay, so that's how the funnel narrows, right? Narrows down, as you said. Sales है. Sales में funnel भी होता है. That's how the funnel gets narrower. So and that's how you eventually end up getting इसके साथ. And then the lead gets converted basically. Since you mentioned leads earlier, right? That's how
Yeah.
the cookie crumbles. So, and I'm not surprised to your thing on conditions and all. I think it's a little unfair. You have to be a little flexible. Okay, when you think about it, तुम ये सोच रहे हो कि यार someone's sister may create problems in your marriage. Then how you know, when maybe your relationship is very shaky or you don't have faith कि भैया we will work this out and all. And don't forget you're also a sister, no? Maybe if you have a brother, then you're also sister to someone. You could also create problems in someone's life, your brother's life, maybe. So ये
तू
मेरा
तू
पर्सपेक्टिव
बहुत
है what do you think
लॉजिकली
about
देख
it?
रहा है इसको. तू बहुत
Mm,
लॉजिकली देख रहा है. इट्स नथिंग डूड. People are offended on
mm,
Twitter regarding this
mm,
post. The way I see it, it's par for the course. It's going to
mm,
continue like this for years to come. Okay,
mm,
that BCG guy who's at 45 lakhs per annum, उसको है
mm.
ना नहाने धोने का टाइम मिल रहा है. दैट्स अ बिग थिंग.
हाँ वो भी
ठीक
है.
है.
Mm,
हाँ, उसको नहाने-धोने का टाइम रहेगा ना, वो बहुत बड़ी
mm,
बात है. ऑब्वियसली दी एंड इंडिया डज़न्ट हैव अ डेटिंग कल्चर, कोई भी कुछ भी बोल दे.
हाँ.
ओके. 4 शहर है हमारे, जहाँ पे आप
Mm,
डेटिंग कर सकते हो, वो भी थोड़ा टाइम के लिए अंटिल योर पेरेंट्स स्टार्ट बैजरिंग यू कि
mm,
शादी कर लो. एंड इफ यू आर अ सिंगल पर्सन, आफ्टर अ पॉइंट ऑफ
mm,
टाइम इट गेट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट कि ओके,
mm.
वेयर डू आई मीट पीपल? ऑफिस में किसी की मजाल एचआर ऐसे देख ले, कोई
Yeah.
लाइफ का लव एट फर्स्ट साइट वाला किसी को भी तुम ना देखो वापस.
Mm, mm,
ऑफिस में तो भूल ही जाओ आजकल. Where are you
mm.
going to? You're gonna go and pick up women at the bar. How many men do you know who can do that?
Bro, you have to pay stag entry everywhere.
Yeah, पहली
आधी आधी
चीज.
जनता तो वही निकल जाती है.
आधी जनता वही निकला, and for good reason. I mean, we have seen the type of people we have.
हाँ हाँ.
India doesn't have a so-called dating culture which like the
Mm,
West has. That kind of dating culture. उसके बिना
mm,
arranged marriage हमेशा जीतते रहेगा इंडिया में.
mm,
And because of the supply demand thing as you mentioned,
mm,
these kind of things are very common. वो तो बस बाहर आता है. वो
mm,
classifieds में भी तो आता है कितना सारा.
mm. I think
Class.
so. I think it's okay to have preferences.
हाँ हाँ.
Who are we to judge कि हाँ preference है तो है.
नहीं
That's okay.
नहीं.
But just
It's,
when we're having preferences, just be logical about it. ठीक है. ये क्या preference है? It can't be random preference नहीं हो सकता है. Okay. Not everything can be a deal breaker for you. Just be logical about whatever preferences you have. You can have preferences. That's okay.
Yeah,
Maybe you
everyone has
want to marry
preference.
within the community, and that can be a
Yeah,
preference because you
yeah,
would like to
yeah,
culture same रखना है या family same रखना
yeah,
है, whatever.
yeah, yeah. That's true.
तो
That's true. So
एज गैप का तुम्हारा प्रेफरेंस है, लोकेशन का इट्स ओके, यू कैन हैव दैट प्रेफरेंस.
ultimately these are things you are not supposed to put out in the open. That's all I'll say.
Hmm.
That's all I'll say. You know.
Hmm.
So I know some dudes whose preference is like मुझे working wife नहीं चाहिए. मुझे stay at
Okay.
home चाहिए.
Okay.
Now, if you ask me, that's a valid preference. Okay, that's a
Hmm.
preference. Do
Hmm.
you is that a right? No.
Hmm.
कि डू यू
हाँ.
डिजर्व इट? नो. तुम
नो.
हाँ, अगर दूसरे साइड से कंसेंट है दैट्स फाइन.
Hmm.
आई नो
Hmm.
गर्ल्स हु आर लाइक कि नहीं है, नहीं काम करने का है, फक इट.
Hmm.
मैं अपना
Hmm.
ऐसा बालकनी में ऐसा पेड़ वेड़ डालेगी, थोड़ा ऐसा प्लांट बनाएगी, मैं खुश है लाइफ में.
Hmm.
I know girls like that, bro.
Hmm.
They I mean, if they are happy in life, they're happy in life. As simple as that.
Hmm.
Okay, like I had the opposite preference. I was like, no, I am a working person. I need my wife also to be working. She
Hmm.
should have her own goals and ambitions. But that's just
Hmm.
me. Okay,
Hmm.
but I just find it very sad for the bald guy and the short guy because neither of
Hmm.
those things they can control. That's all I
हाँ.
can
हाँ.
say.
हाँ. हाँ, मतलब also don't be stuck up on your preferences like you said. Otherwise, it will create problems further. You might marry someone, आगे जाके it will create more
Bro,
problems for you.
to conclude this, the girl is a BCom who's unemployed.
Oh, no,
That's
she's not working as of now, bro.
Oh, sorry. She's
There's a
not
difference.
working as of
There's a
sorry. So
difference.
there's a difference. There's a
She
difference.
may work, she may not work. It's like
Yeah,
Schrodinger.
dude, she's too busy talking to 14 guys. So that's what.
Yeah, bro, she doesn't have the time in life.
Dude, I haven't spoken to 14 guys at once since college. It's like even in the house party, there are like 7 guys, and that's it.
Hmm.
Talking to 14 guys at once. I don't reply to my WhatsApp in 2 months. But yeah. So I think it's quite late at night. Any last topics? Do you say? Would you say you want to talk about something on your mind other than
I
Neha
just,
Dupia?
I just wish I meet Sachin someday.
Yeah.
एक कुछ
What
है
will
ही
you
नहीं.
say? Bat
I
ka
have very
grip.
like little expectations from life.
Bat ka
देखो.
grip. That's an incredible meme, dude. I mean, it took a long time for Sachin का NSFW meme आने को, but जो आया जबरदस्त आया एकदम. It was
I
a
read
fantastic.
this somewhere that Sachin filed a case or something.
What?
Oh, हाँ, उसको लेके. I
And
don't know
that
how true that.
influencer is very public, by the way.
That I
Case
know.
डाला है
That I know.
Sachin?
Not
I
against
shouldn't have done.
him, maybe against the production company that makes those videos.
Hmm.
But मैंने पढ़ा है. I recall reading this somewhere.
Interesting. Let me check it out, dude. That's insane. That's insane. Let's check it out. But yeah, anyway, thanks a lot, Pagla Potta. Thanks, Dhaval. Fantastic episode
Always a
once
pleasure.
again. I know I won't be able to sleep for another hour because the adrenaline is so high.
Hmm.
Speaking to you just makes me like really excited कि हाँ ये बात कर रहे वो बात कर रहे.
Hmm.
It's like meeting you again in person. And let's do an episode very soon. I think after Oppenheimer we should come for a reaction video. Okay, we should come for a reaction video just on
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
yeah.
I think उतना तो होना चाहिए. ठीक है.
हाँ,
Cool.
sure.
Sorted. Thank you so much, Pagla Potta. Take
Thanks
care.
for
Thank you
having me. Always a
guys.
pleasure. Thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for being part of Pol Ke Bol. We'll see you soon. See ya. Good night.